It's your man Nate. Special video. I want to address some concerns, some questions that some people have had that they placed in my comments. Sit back and check it out. Welcome back. It's your man Nate. Now, a few people in my comments, they've expressed their opinion. And if a person expresses their opinion on my page, I have no problems with it as long as it's constructive, okay? And Mr. Brown, he expressed a concern, okay? For those of you who don't know, his concern was, in no uncertain terms, okay, yeah, the information about Lyft and Uber is cool, but I don't want to hear about the sports, okay? Okay, look, man, you have your opinion, that's fine, okay? So here's my side of it. My side of it is what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to talk about current events, because the theory behind what I'm doing is that, yes, I'm giving you the information about Uber and Lyft, okay? I get that out the way. So I give you that first. So it's not misrepresentation, because I'm giving you what the title said. My last video was talking about Google Maps and Waze. I gave you the information that I had on that first, okay? Then after that, and I gave you some more information talking about Uber. Or current events with Uber and Lyft. But then after that, what did I do? After that, I talked a little bit about some of the current events that are going on in our world, okay? And I talked about sports. A lot of guys that I know love sports. I know that there's people out there who don't love sports, okay? But when I'm talking about current events, when I'm talking about sports, I'm doing this to connect, okay? I'm doing this to connect more with the viewer. And I do this also as a driver to connect more with the passengers. And that's one of the reasons that I'm showing, okay, a little bit more versatility, if you want, in the things that I'm talking about, so that you might be able to expand your versatility when you're talking to the passengers. Because what's one of the main reasons why people choose an Uber or a Lyft over a taxi? Yeah, price is one, okay, but also the experience. Also the experience. You and I know a lot of times when you get in a cab, there's a bulletproof shield in between you and the cabbie, so it's really impersonal. It's really impersonal. You're not talking to him, he's not talking to you. Okay, it's a transaction, boom, boom, get out. This is not the feeling behind Uber or Lyft. The feeling behind Uber or Lyft, especially Lyft, is that you're getting a ride from a friend. So if you're getting a ride from a friend, it's just not going to be, okay, get in, hey, how you doing? And that's it. No, as y'all driving, you're going to talk. You're going to talk about this and talk about that. And because you're picking up a wide range of people, you got to be able to talk about a wide array of things. Just last night, had a woman in my car, and we were talking about the nuances of language, okay? We were talking about the nuances of language, how when you learn a different language, it really helps your first language, because now you're you're concentrating on what you're saying. Because when you learn a new language, that second language, you have to think about it in your first language, then translate it to a second language. So you're really concentrating on what you're saying, how you're saying it, okay? So when you go back to your first language and you're just talking to people in your native tongue, you're concentrating more. Anyway, to make a long story short, me and her were connecting over language, okay? Then a little later on during the night, I was doing Uber pool, and I had two guys in the car. So what did we talk about? We talked about sports, okay? We talked about sports, talked about 30-30, talked about the Eagles, so We talked about sports. This is the thing that I'm trying to convey in my videos, okay? Is that same experience. So, Mr. Brown, I do understand as far as, okay, I came here for Uber and Lyft. If I wanted to if I wanted to hear about sports, I would maybe subscribe to an ESPN talk or something like that. Look, man, totally understand. But just want to let you know from my angle is what I'm looking to do is I'm going to give you that information as far as the Uber and Lyft information. But then after that, there will be current events that I will talk about just so we can understand, okay, us as drivers, how should I put this? Us as drivers, we have to be very versatile. We have to be very flexible in the things that we can talk about so we can connect with many people, okay? So look, man, appreciate the comment. Him and the other guy, the review guy, and I forgot what his name is, but look, man, again, appreciate the comments. It's all to the good. Just wanted to let you guys know as far as where I was coming from with talking about the sports, man. It's your man Nate. If you do want to see something else as far as some things you want me to talk about as far as Lyft and Uber, just shoot me in the comments. All right, man, look, I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm in Philly Nate, and it's going to get hot next week, man. It's going to get hot. Supposedly, according to the forecasters, it's going to get hot. It's supposed to be like 80 degrees. So people going to be out, okay? People going to be out. If you do want to do ride sharing, now is the time, all right? All right, man. It's your boy Nate. Holla at me.